everybody. It's me again. um, how we doing? Everybody getting ready for Christmas, Thanksgiving. I'm gonna show you a little bit more about the laminate. This is one of the rolls. It's about half gone. Here's what it looked like when I started. Um, these rolls are like $14.99 a piece. These are 12 by 250 feet from Lamination Depot. And it's a 3 mil. So cheap. I mean, you can get a lot done with what's here. We'll laminate wood. I've been trying with this for a while, and just today kind of figured out the magic potion. So start out and cut you a piece of laminate. My table needs to be bigger, or I need to clean it off, one or the other. Probably cleaning it off would work. But anyway, go ahead and just cut off a piece to work with. And what I'm going to use, is I found it does a really good job, easier to trim this stuff with. Get ready to blade out from under there. Is the rotary cutter. It don't snag up quite as bad as just a regular X-Acto knife does. And it does a really good job. Like so. And you can get right up close to your piece. Try that again. If you never used one, even pressure is the key. Let's go ahead and, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. If you cut it to where you can get all the way around it, it's better. Make sure I get this lined up again. What you're trying to do is cut your laminate to the exact size of the wood. It's just harder to trim wood after the fact, unlike the metal. Metal trims real easy around it. Wood, not quite so easy. So this just makes it a little easier. Okay. Then what you're going to do, now your laminate should fit pretty much just right on your wood. It's okay if it lacks just a little bit, because wood in itself will accept some ink, not much, but some. So if you don't go completely to the edge, it's not a crime. And if you have a little hanging over, it's not a crime. You just want to get it as close as possible. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray just a little bit of spray adhesive on this. Let me see if I can get over here over the trash can and show you how little I actually mean. First off, make sure you've got a fine mist. Get on there from a decent distance and spray it. Might even let that sit for just a couple of minutes before you go back to the work table. Come on, camera. Either the camera's drunk, my cameraman's drunk, or I'm drunk. I know I'm not, and I don't have a cameraman, so I'm going to blame it on the camera. Anyway, okay. So here we go. Put that down on there. Best you can. Get it as close to the even as you can. You can use heat tape to hold this on, and it will work fine. It's going to leave a little indentation of the tape when you press it. So, we're going to move over to the press. Alrighty, got my press set, 350 degrees. I've got a 90-second timer on it. Oh, another project for another day. And to press, this, sorry, I wasn't as prepared as I thought I was. Just lay it on your press. And I'm going to use four sheets of heavy bond paper. This is the Hammer Hill. It's pretty heavy, so I'm going to just use 4 sheets. If you're using just plain copy paper or even your blowout paper, use 5 or 6, enough to where you've got a fairly thick piece of paper going. Alright, lay that over the top, and we're going to go in for 90 seconds. Let's give it a little more pressure. I'm doing pretty firm pressure. It's a 5 on the hydraulics fusion. 90 seconds. Okay, the reason for the paper, 5 seconds left, is it helps to dissipate the heat, kind of spread it out a little more evenly, and it's not direct heat on it. And somehow or another, that helps to eliminate wrinkling and bubbling that you get with a larger piece of wood. Smaller pieces are no problem. The larger pieces just tend to be a bit of a problem. Okay, I don't know if you can see that, but it is on there. It is on there smooth. Now, let's see. What do we need to do? Oh, we need to put a design on that sucker. Guess I ought to go find something to print. I'll be back. If you find that your board kind of warped a little bit, like this one has, just flip it over, put it back under the press, just give it a good press for a minute, maybe, and that should take care of it. Now my print's printing. I don't have very many designs that'll work on a 8-inch by 14-inch piece, but I found one that works perfect for it, so we'll use that one. But that usually straightens it right back out. Just flip it over, do it again. And wouldn't you know it, printer is saying it's out of ink. Anybody ever heard of that? See, it happens to the best of us. A 14-inch print, it prints everything but that last inch. All of a sudden, it just couldn't figure out what that magenta stuff was. It's ink, dummy. It's ink. Print. Okay, print finally printed. This is one of my profession signs. My sister-in-law's a teacher, so I thought, well, maybe I'll make her a little gift, hang up in her classroom. I print my prints at 0.10 over the size. So this is 8 by 14. I print 8.10 by 14.10. That way I got just enough of a bleed to cover the entire piece. What I like to do when you're using it on a whole piece is go ahead and just fold it over and tape it on. It's just easier, stays on there good. You don't have to worry about nothing. Got ink on my fingers. If you ain't got ink on your fingers, you ain't doing it right, right? Alright, back to the press. I don't need the silicone on there. That was from the last project. Get some paper. One for the bottom, and one for the top. Put your design on there, design on top. The advantage to using the laminate on wood rather than the polyacrylic or polyurethane or anything, this stuff, any of it works that I have found. It will all help the image come out better on wood. So I'm going to press this 90 seconds, 350 degrees. But what I was saying is the advantage to using the laminate over the polyacrylic, polyurethane, clear coats, paper doesn't stick to it. No paper that I have found will stick to it. It is just like a perfect polyester coating onto the substrate. It works good on metal. It works good on wood. And we just got the glass perfected. That's next. I'll do that on a video maybe tomorrow. So we're at 27 seconds. I'll pause you so you don't have to sit here and wait. Alright, time's up. That was 350. 90 seconds. We're going to move this over to our cooling board. Cooling table, whatever you want to call it. Look, Ma, wearing gloves. Not that I really need them for this. I told you all before I have asbestos fingers. When it comes to this stuff anyway. No sticking whatsoever. And there's your finished product. You can't see it very good. It's a horrible picture. Let me put it back over here on the press where you can see it better. Here's your final product. What I do with these is I go ahead and paint the edges black, put a hanger on the back, and they're ready to go. If you do not like the gloss, which on this one I'm not going to want the gloss because you want that old-fashioned look. If you don't like the gloss, just get a can of matte spray. I'll show you one in a second, and just put a coat of matte over it, and it'll dull it down to where it's not glossy anymore. Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm using, is the Krylon matte finish, and it does a great job of making things matte looking. I showed you the picture earlier of the Christmas design I did on wood. Did you hear that? The Christmas design I did on wood. Here's another one. I did this one actually a year ago. And if you can see, there's little wrinkles all along the bottom of it. It's kind of okay for this particular one just because that it's very rustic looking and supposed to be distressed. And I haven't sprayed this with the matte yet, but I will. But by using the several layers of paper over the top, you avoid that. You avoid the wrinkles and the bubbles. So folks, that's that for that, or this for that, whatever. So, until next time, remember, think outside the box. It's a lot more fun out there.